we're here to learn from China. We're here to see what their challenges are. We're here to see what they're doing to meet some of those challenges. We're here to help find answers to their questions that they have. We're here to learn together. We're here to help meet the challenges in this century with environmental sustainability. And we feel that this is the front line for the future.
But I think the basic problem in China is that a lot of Chinese people follow up American lifestyle. Many people want to get the private car, the big house, and a lot of one-time use products that cause environmental degradation and environmental pollution a lot.
That extra demand in natural resources is, in my opinion, the main issue. Is the fact that they are not only aspiring to develop themselves, but they are achieving it fast because they're very competent.
But we're the ones, we have no right to say, look, we want to have our 3 cars, we want to be able to buy SUVs, we want to do things without any restraint or discipline, but the Chinese must not. That doesn't work. We all live in the same world, and the sustainability of that world is everybody's business. We're all going to be affected by it, and there's no country that will affect it more than China.
Where the Western world has to change practices and tear down old systems, the Chinese can actually come in and start off with infrastructure from the start in a much more sustainable manner, and they're all on board to do it quickly.
After talking with relevant government departments, it is decided that the OEI will be responsible for the cooperation with ECA. China now is facing a lot of environmental problems. Some of them are very severe problems. But it is optimistic because the central government, State Council, pays great attention to environmental protection work in China.
Basically, it sounds like an environment problem, but it's a problem of almost everything: economic development, social justice, poverty, and culture. So it's quite comprehensive.
In the Shanxi province and in the mountains where Taoism and Buddhism started 5,000 years ago. We saw the culture and the history, the beauty of the mountains. And that's where we learned of the new coal technologies and toured the plant.
And nowadays, we gradually developed this new technology called SJ96 clean cooking oven. It produces almost non-pollutants because the oven, as you can see, the doors, uses so-called negative pressure technology. Meaning all the air will be sucked into the tunnels and will be burnt in the waste gas boiler.
So here we are working with new technologies that we can help spread to other, the coal industry. Here we are going through the history and the culture in that area. Here we are working side by side with partners in China, sharing the things that we have learned and the things that we're yet to learn, and actually putting them on the ground and having measurable results and sharing them.
In what areas you feel you need the most support? Are there some specific things that you feel you need to call our attention to in terms of what would be the most helpful?
The helpful number one is human resource, people. People is the first thing. So we want to raise the money and for the chair professor. So we establish the environment fund. Okay, where do fundraising?
We also met with the United Nations Development Program here.
And we have about a portfolio about maybe close to $500 million. And I would say 48%, getting close to 50% is on the environment. And that's our heavy engagement in the environment, and it's growing actually. It's not coming down, it's actually growing very rapidly.
We went to the Environmental Management College of China, which has 5,000 students.
This is the only environmental training college in China. I believe the only one in Asia. That doesn't mean others don't give courses, but it's solely for the purpose of training environmental practitioners. So they're the ones that really are going to be on the front lines of the environmental movement. And so to help them ensure that they get the kind of training that fits them for that, which is what this institution is all about, I can't think of any better way for ECA to contribute to this whole process of helping China to win the battle for sustainability.
This activity actually has set a good example for communication between government, NGOs, and industries. And NGO is a growing important factor, element in Chinese society, and we should understand them more and give more support.
Mala from Friends of Nature. FON is committed to promote public participation and environmental education.
My name is Zhao Ang from Green Earth Volunteers. The most important project in our organization is the Journalist Salon. It's about the environmental journalism.
I'm Liu Qiushi from NGO Research Center at Tsinghua University. Our mission is to cultivate senior manager for NGOs and to promote the theoretical and policy research on China's NGOs and also the international NGOs.
Last year, collaborations among environmental NGOs were quite active, probably the most fruitful year for the NGO collaboration in China, resulted in very successful campaigns. For example, campaign for protection of Nujiang Salween River, and also the successful campaign for switching the air condition up to 26 degrees. And both actions are continued until this year.
I think we need to talk a little bit about some partnerships that we can do together as well, so I won't go on and on about that. So let's talk of maybe some more specifics that you can let us know of ways that you think maybe we can help you. And today we can talk about that, and we can talk about that into the future as well.
So you could use our newsletter of the from other organizations, especially Voice of Grassroots, as your platform. We need more information, more experience from international society that you have a big networking. So you can use our local platform.
We cannot, governments alone, or business or civil society alone cannot address the issues and solve them. So we need all partners. And I'm very heartened to see that this is also now taking place in China.
I'm very hopeful about the future. I think that there are people out there that are coming up with solutions and new technologies and ways of how we approach the problems on Earth and how we live on it. We need to take some of the new technologies, but we need to embrace our history and our past and our connectedness with the Earth and with life itself. I think if we can do those two things, we can save our planet or save our life as we know it for us and every other species on the planet.